BS Discover. Hey, what's up? Man, I don't know. Just don't know. I know I've been missing a couple of days of videos because I've been setting up my videos, but as chosen ones, you be surprised that, people expect us to be like, I'm trying to fit this right now to be like perfect, the perfect fit. But nothing's perfect. Even when you're going through trying to do things that you trying to change or trying to change someone's opinion, it's amazing how people don't realize the effect that they place. They don't. I mean, I haven't really put any videos up. I've been contemplating on what type of videos I want to put up because of some current events. And once again, as I say, as chosen ones, people expect perfection, even though we're in a perfect position, you know, and we hold them positions because of what we're able to do. There's like this anointing on us, and people seem to be around us and they get blessed through this anointing. And what they don't understand is that we don't really have to do anything. It's just something in our presence, something that vibes off. It's that energy that we give off, that extra end that nobody understands. And I've been trying to contemplate on how to bring different message across and allowing others to understand what I'm going through. Why did she do her videos? Because I'm so busy out there watching other people watching me. And I'm like, wow. And then they just don't watch you. They take whatever they see and they're gonna put it into a different story that makes it lively for them. And as chosen ones, then we begin to see why so many go ahead of us because that was the one who was always against us. Or knowing that if they can get to us, they can get further because there's something about us that they know we can help them get there. But if they can't do it on their own, it has to do with you. There's a special thing about you. And if I could knock him or her down before they get there, but see, as chosen one, what they don't understand, we had to go past you anyway. That was part of the plan. Part of the plan was to pass you. Don't worry about we didn't get there yet. We're there. We're there in our mind. We're there in our energy. And we're there in our spirit. The three that becomes one. And they don't drive on that. They don't see that. That's why we're able to do and move as we move. Most people they think of it as being a hustle. It's not a hustle. People call it a hustle. No, we call it trying to make it to the next level. And you're going to have so many people when it comes to money. You're going to have street people because they're closer to the streets. They're closer to watching you. And they don't know, they don't go get it. They go after those who get it to get it. And a lot of us, and I'm pretty sure I've ever come across individuals like that. That's the individuals that God allowed you to see. Because these are the ones that you need to see in order to fight to get past them. Do you understand? And those are the ones who's going to be judging you, who's going to try to make others put eyes on you. When eyes are really on them because they're not the one who know how to go and achieve. They can only achieve by robbing your dreams, by robbing the information you got. So they got to be around you. There's all kind of avenues that we chosen one takes. You know what I'm saying? Now that we be certain places, people be around you. Now that you are aware, and okay, I've taken these days off. I've I've contemplated on what type of video I wanted to do, and the first one I did, I written down. It's a script. There's some videos that's not a script, and that's really not a script. But I didn't want to forget the details that I wanted to tell you. But this one is coming from the one, the three that becomes one, the mind, the energy, and the spirit. But you can get them three aligned, then you got the best thing to level you up to different changes financially, relationship, and most of all, in your transitions. A lot of people don't talk about their transitions. We always talk about moving from one level to one level, but what is that transition mode? What is going to happen to get you there? What is going to happen to get me to making more videos? As I drop this video right now, because that transition mode, the spirit, I'm up in spirit. The energy fluctuate. Why does the energy fluctuate? Because your enemies is always what? Looking. And so your energy is fluctuating because it knows how to flow, but it also has to flow in a matter of watching your enemies. Oh, I see you at the corner store. Oh, I see you at that what? At that restaurant. Oh, I see you what? In the place of domains. But those are the things that allow us to make and understand why the three has to become one. Why the mind, the energy, and the spirit. We could be high in spirit all day. But if I don't get my mind set to meet up with that spirit and the energy at an equal level, you know what I'm saying? You know, at an equal level, just like I got this mic right here, and then I have that equal level to be toned with, to be understood, so that when I go through periods that I recognize, because you're going to recognize and you're going to have setbacks, those are the setback periods. Don't slide back. Don't go to the point of not understanding why I can't hear what he or she has to say, because what he or she have to say may be the answer to you understanding why you have to pay attention even more to why the three need to become one. I cannot make it. Spiritually, I can make it. I'm on a spiritual platform right now. But if my energy is not at level with my spiritual platform and my mind, then I can't make it. Today I'm sitting here with you today, and I'm more in alignment because of the knowledge and the research that we take in when we start to learn more about the mind. How does the mind works? How do we fall into traps? Professionally, how do we fall into areas where we have to do something, but we can't do it? Why? Because we're not at that equal level. The mind, the energy, and the spirit. My spirit could be high. I could be at a spiritual level all day. But if my mind and my energy is not at the same place, I'm not going to rise like I should rise. So then people begin to that flux, and you keep moving. And people begin to try to knock you down. But now you begin to understand that, okay, spiritually, that's fine. Oh, I see it. I see the answers. I understand it. But what is the energy you putting in it? Now that you got the understanding, what is the energy that you're putting in it? Now that I got the understanding, what is the mind? Because if the mind is just set on one level and not learning to take things in to deal with why we continue to backslide into the same mold when all we got to do what to up ourselves to go over that mountain to get that up to say no, I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna do it, this I'm gonna make this happen for me. So that's where you at, because I could be in the spiritual level all day, but if I don't display the energy that it takes to get to that level and to get the mindset to learn, because if I don't know, how can I move? I have a mic in front of me. I had to learn how to utilize this mic. I'm sitting there and I'm saying, wait up, look, there's a button there. The button turns red. I don't know what's going to happen. Then it turns blue. And then there's another button under. It goes up and down. Now, I know I can do my little research and I'm going to do to know how to use this mic. To really know what do these buttons mean. I don't have an instruction in front of me, but what do these buttons mean? I can learn that because now I'm in alignment. I'm trying to put everything in alignment to spirit, fluctuating, the energy. I'm moving because I'm trying to study. I'm getting the information in there, the mind. Now I got it. Now we three together. Now we're one. Now, now I can give you what you want. You got a video. And that's the way I just fluctuate things together to make the three one. And there's a lot of chosen ones. We know that we accomplish a lot of many things in life. And people accomplish, and we allow people in life that we wonder why they gotten better, because we would not let them go down around us. Because I'm not going to go down. If you go down around me, that's me, I'm going to go down. But we haven't realized that. See, our spiritual part was already up. It wasn't letting us down. But the energy, what energy am I putting in it? Because spiritually, I'm feeling good. I know God is with me, or I know I'm feeling something in me that's going to motivate me to push forward. That light. But what is that light? That once that spirit is touching, that energy, I got to get up. Energy, got to be happy. It's like matter. It got to keep going. It could be a non-living matter. It could be a living matter. But the energy, the non-living matter you have in you when you go to sleep. But if I go to sleep, is there any energy into the effort of putting into the mind, the spirit, the energy, the mind? But when I wake up and I utilize my energy to take in knowledge with the mind, and the mind learns, it takes it in, and it uses it, and then I could go to that another level. Then I could turn on this button and make this video. So what did you learn today? What did you learn today? Get up. I'm telling you, get up. When you go through them different changes, you're about to go to that next level. Now, hold on. I didn't say it was going to be easy. Don't forget, what are you seeing? You're seeing the enemies. You're seeing people around you, and you don't hold them as enemies. You call them enemies because you know they don't care for you. And those are usually our enemies. But in your heart, you're only aware of some people who don't want to see you get somewhere because they haven't gotten it. They haven't understood. But not that you're at a judgmental cause. You're just at a cause as where you're trying to understand people. And as you understand people, it's only because I understand myself. And we all are people. We all want the same desires in life to enjoy life, to be happy. Nobody wants to get up and be sad. But what is the energy that you're putting in it? Are you accepting in life that the three has to become one? Now, as I finish this video, I already got a video I did. I uploaded. I think it was like 26 minutes. Now, I don't know how long this video is. It's not going to be a long one because I have another video intended for you. But this is an intent. And the intent is to make sure I bring you another video. Because everybody always see them when they make it. But do you see them in their expressions when they're about to? Or if they're about to, and then you're seeing them, and you may be in the same area they're in, and then you can observe and you can learn from what you see is going on around that person. Is it that person? Let your energy teach you. Because if that person's not doing nothing and just moving, it can't be that person. It got to be what around that person. Don't let somebody's perception of a person place you to have negative feelings about other people when the real issue is the problems that we're facing. And it's the people who's bringing the problems in. Does that make any sense? Until you understand the three and the one, whoever has anything negative to say against you can never win. Because they don't understand the three has to be one. In order to succeed, I can be spiritual alive all day. But if I don't get up and combine energy to that spiritual intake, if I don't combine knowledge, what am I learning? How I'm going to get to the next level? How I'm going to get to the next video? So the next time when you're trying to accomplish just a little task, we all have under our belts, we have plan A, plan B, plan C. And trust and believe there's going to be somebody around close enough to always want to listen on your plans. So you're going to have to start doing research and keeping it private. Just you listening to what they have to say, then everybody else around you. Do you understand where I'm coming from? That makes it more easy for you to not just have your spiritual point, but this is my energy. Why are you trying to take my energy in? And you will realize that when you start to realize people starting to repeat things that you're saying because they're hearing what you're saying and they letting you know they hear it. That's the energy they received. But the mind that you receive is the knowledge to know that I need to pay attention, to be aware that the reason why this plan is taking a little longer to reach is because spiritually I'm inclined to understanding. Where's the energy to understanding and putting in? And then once I reach that third, that mind, then it is set that 1, 2, 3. It is important that we understand and take knowledge and knowing the reason why you fail, why you fall short, is because we're feeling, oh, it's fine, it's Danny. God done this for me. He done blessed me today. But okay, he blessed me. What is the energy you're placing in it today to make sure that tomorrow it's a different step? It's not when I left today, it won't be the same as tomorrow. And when I left yesterday, it's definitely ain't the same as today. I can say that for sure. That I know I put some energy in some places. Now, to them, it may not seem that you put no energy in no places. Why? Because you begin to learn the knowledge of deception and what it takes to prevent it. And in other areas, you learn other areas of how to stop certain things from taking place so that you can continue to make the three, the one, being in alignment with the spirit, the energy, the mind. If you do not set your mind, I had to repeatedly think about what I was doing. As I leveled up, what was I doing? What did I do that made me not make the choices that I made now? If that makes any sense. What made me fall back on the choices that I made now? What made me not make the correct choices? Most likely, it was something that took place. So now the spirit is there. Spiritually, I've changed. Spiritually, on the spiritual level, the spirit is all right. Spirit that has never been touched. But the energy, okay. So last time when I was there, I behaved in this situation like this. I wanted to go to the store. I shouldn't have went to the store because I knew that that person was going to try to borrow all this money I know I didn't have, and I would have still gave that person money, even though I knew I didn't have it. So that energy level, spiritually, you're doing what you got to do. Love thy neighbor. But to what point? Because some of our neighbors, you could love your neighbors, and our neighbors could give you back. And it could level you up depending upon what they got to give you. But some of the neighbors that you do spiritually love thy neighbor, you don't get the same. And not that you're expecting, but if they could, isn't that the way it should be? Because that's what you would do. Because that's how we connect. That's how I know I'm with the right people. Because that person's going to do what I'm going to do. If it rains and I got an umbrella, I'm going to let you under my umbrella. If I know that I'm going to be safe. So at that other level, upon moving up, that person know they're going to be safe. They're moving up. You're moving up to the next level of understanding. Now I got the information. Now I can move up. Now I can be what? At a different what? The privileges are different. The privileges may be different for you for what it is for the next person. But in understanding, because you allow that energy of knowing and asking yourself, what did I do last time? Where was I last time? And this time knowing that whatever you was last time, and if it didn't put you in the level you are at today, then you don't need to make that same position or be in that same position. You don't need to repeat it. So you go back and you repeat and you see and you say, wait up, something's not right. Because it's a learning spur. Because in order for God to take you forward and move you forward financially and not allow your haters, your enemies to come and take or rob you, you have to learn. But if you don't understand the three being one, you will never learn because you're not going to observe in the three different places what is occupying my mind, what is occupying my energy, as well as the spirit. And then you can get to the next level. Look, the video's before you. 26 minutes also. And on and on. Until next time. Get with the three being one. That's